a painting, you're kind of doing whatever you want, and so it's liberating in ways, but it's also kind of intimidating, where a big canvas can cost upwards of like 50-60 bucks, you know, for the supplies, and you're pretty much sitting here about to not ruin it, but paint all over it. And you always have that in the back of your head that, you know, if it doesn't work out, what happens to these supplies, and did I just waste a bunch of money? And one of the hardest things in paintings, intimidation factor of trying to make something good and trying to make something that you think is good.
Do you ever have like do you have a general idea of what you want to do when you first start?
I'd say it's kind of half and half, where I have an idea for either a subject matter, and so I just kind of start something with that idea, or I have an idea of like a color composition or some type of imagery that I want to do, and then usually the meaning and stuff gets figured out while I'm doing it. A lot of the times there's figures or people or parts of people, I guess. There's a lot of disassembled human forms. People in general connect to images of people because they are highly interpretable. But a lot of the times, like with this piece right now, I'm not 100% sure what the exact meaning or purpose of all this stuff is right away. There's a lot of just trying stuff out and doing what looks like will look good in the composition, and connecting kind of symbols and objects together in various ways, and then the meaning kind of develops as you continue working with the piece. I was always creative and always did stuff, so I always kind of thought my job would be creative in some fashion, but art being an actual career choice didn't really happen until quite a bit later. Even now, I don't know if I'm going to end up being primarily an artist or a designer or what. selling paintings for hundreds to thousands of dollars is pretty tough stuff. I mean, you gotta ask yourself seriously, as if you're gonna be an artist, like, why would someone want to spend a month's worth of pay on a painting that I make? Am I saying something important? Am I doing something unique? And is there really a reason that people want to do it? Especially in a town like Milwaukee, where there's an art community, but the art buying community isn't the biggest or the most active. For a long time there, it was kind of this, I didn't know if I completely believed in everything I was doing, and sometimes you do something and you like it, but then you realize that it's not who you are really. There's a lot of times I go back and see what I'm doing now in older pieces that at the time looked out of place, but you can see that I was kind of figuring something out and I didn't quite get it, and now looking back, it's like, oh, that piece was on the way to where we are now. I might not have noticed it then, but